Kia ora, hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you very much for joining us. We've got a typical spring week this week. It kicks off with a colder southerly and a cold front ahead of those windy nor'westers we've had. And then later in the week, we've got a low coming out of the subtropical area. And that's going to encourage easterlies. And the good news, some rain for very dry parts of the eastern North Island. So let's get into it. On the animated wind map, you can very clearly see that southerly change moving up into the central part of New Zealand. We've got big strong nor'westers ahead of it, gusting up to severe gale along the eastern and southern parts of the North Island today, after giving the South Island a blast yesterday. But the South Island's now got this southerly change, and apart from a few dramatic thunderstorms where that cold front is, the weather behind it is a little bit calmer, but it is colder, and we'll be seeing snow falling around the mountains and ranges once again. So let's make sense of that a wee bit more. Here is the snow map, the snow accumulation map for the next 24 hours. Just shows you roughly where the snow is going to be. So it's mostly up in the mountains, the ranges, in the areas where we would normally expect it to be falling. A little bit of a dusting up along the North Island ranges as well as that southerly works its way northwards. As we take a look at that on a different type of map, just to give you a clearer understanding that this is not a big widespread snow event, the areas in the blue and white really just showing a couple of centimetres, if that. The white areas could just be a snow flurry mixed in with the rain. So it's not settling to any great level, but high up in the mountains, that's where you're getting over half a metre of snow. And that's the next 24 hours. So let's take a look at the air pressure maps now. As we take a look at Tuesday, the cold front slowly moving up the country. So it sort of raced up the South Island on Sunday, slowing down the further north it gets, because there's a big area of high pressure off to our northeast, which extends to the north of New Zealand, acts like a bit of a, well, it just slows it all down. It's putting like mud in the sky for that front to go through. So it really just sort of slows down as it moves northwards, but that rain will fall apart a wee bit, and then it turns to snow to some degree around the North Island and the upper South Island ranges as that system moves through. But behind it is high pressure. So as we get to the middle of the week, it is cooler down here in Southland. But the positive news for those of you lambing, it's not looking very wet. It's mostly dry. So the next couple of days, there might be a shower or two, especially today. But as we go through Tuesday, Wednesday, things dry out a lot more in the South Island. Those cold southerlies are just brushing you though, so it will still be colder. And in the North Island, you can feel those easterlies developing on Wednesday ahead of that low, and the low arrives on Thursday. It moves into the North Island with northerlies and northeasterlies. Rain starts to move through. The rain will be patchy. It's that usual sort of stuff that we get with a nor'easter. And remember, with big high pressure nearby, that can limit those rain clouds coming in. At the other end of the country, Thursday's a different day in Southland. You've got a wintry surge again, but this is a wetter one. So there will be snow again on the mountains and ranges, and normal rain showers down to sea level. So two different weather systems at either end of the country on Thursday. Now, as we get into Friday, that rain moves into Hawke's Bay. So this is where Hawke's Bay farmers get quite happy because they need the rain, and you've got it coming in on Friday. The low moves across the North Island, so the winds will be variable. And then as it moves out to the east, it pulls down this subtropical airflow, well, partially anyway, pulls that down and drives it in as a wet easterly. And the Hawke's Bay ranges, well, they help pile up those rain clouds. We'll be seeing those rain clouds sliding down into the South Island as well, also caught up in that easterly. But with this colder airflow coming around the high, in this zone in here, we'll be seeing some snow, and there could be some heavy falls as you get that moisture from north of New Zealand mixing up with the colder air from south of New Zealand. So I think there could be some heavy snow around on Friday around the mountains and ranges of both main islands. And as we go into the weekend, our final map for Saturday shows more rain. Now, it could be accompanied with a gale force southerly. That's the downside. That's not good news for lambing, because obviously with the temperatures down, snow along the ranges on Saturday. So this is a pretty wintry Saturday coming in for the eastern side of the North Island and central areas, but fairly settled at the south of the country, and at the very north, along the eastern side, like Whangarei, probably quite dry. Might be a shower or two, but nothing much else going on. So that is it. We've got a pretty active week coming up, but there are also some dry, calm spells as well, and those big windy westerlies. They might come back next week, but for now, they take a break this week in the New Zealand area. That's all from me. Our global weather video is also out today. Otherwise, I will see you again tomorrow, Tuesday.